Hey Fixer family, it's Charmin, and on today's video I'm going to show you how to make this awesome wall hanging out of Dollar Tree mirrors. These mirrors, they have plastic frames, but I'm excited to do this neat paint technique. I've used it before in another project, and I'll make sure that I link it in the iCards above. But I love the way that this turns out because it kind of makes it look like it has a wood texture to it, and it's also distressed to give it that farmhouse look. So let's get started. I am so excited that I found these particular Dollar Tree items. One of them, which are these mirrors. They have black plastic frames on them. And at the Dollar Tree that I shopped at, they had these things in abundance. And so I was so excited because this piece right here is my inspiration for this project. I found this at Hobby Lobby, and I even purchased it. I got it at 75% off. It was regularly $189.99, and I got it for $47.49. I was so excited about it, and it is heavy. It's got a metal frame around it. It is absolutely beautiful, and I was so excited to find it. But I also wanted something similar, not exactly the same, for my dining room, something that would go on either side of the big window that we have in our dining room. And I found these mirrors, and I thought, this is going to be fun. So you're going to need these mirrors. You're going to need chalk paint. You have to have chalk paint for this particular project, and you can get Waverly chalk paint at Walmart. I got this Rust-Oleum chiffon cream. I've had this for a minute. I've done a few projects with this. Really like it, but you definitely need chalk paint. And you'll need acrylic paint. I'm using this brown apple barrel burnt umber acrylic paint. And you'll need paint brushes. And also we're going to be using these wood rulers that you also get from the Dollar Tree. They come in a 2-pack. Now for me, they have been very hard to find. And I finally found some at one of my Dollar Trees, and I grabbed as many as they had. I don't remember how many packs I got, but I grabbed them. But we're going to use this as a support to the back of the picture frames when we put them together. So you'll also need hot glue, and you'll need either like E6000 or the Fix-All glue that you get from the Dollar Tree. This project is very simple, and we're going to start by removing the mirrors from the back. You just pull up those little clips there and remove the backing and the mirror from it. And then we're just going to take, we need those clips to stay in there, so we're just going to kind of bend them back down and save them for later. I wound up putting 2 coats of chalk paint over the black. Now it's black frames, and so it does take more than 1 coat, and the 2 coats worked fine because of what we're going to be doing with the distressing. It worked out great. Once the chalk paint has completely dried, you want to make sure that it's completely dry. Then we're going to take our second paintbrush, a clean paintbrush, and then we're going to dip it into the brown paint, and we're going to do a kind of a dry brush. We're going to take off the majority of the paint, and then we're just going to start lightly putting it over it, maybe a little heavier in some spots. Once we get it on one section, then we're going to take our paper towel, and you're going to just rub it. And what it begins to do is it will lighten the paint, the heavier paint, and it will pull it down into other areas, and you can kind of see how it starts to make that wood grain look to it. And it's not, perfectly wood grain, but it kind of gives it that feel of it, and I just love the way that this turns out. You do that all the way around your frame, and then you let that completely dry. And it doesn't take long because you're wiping off most of the wet paint. Now we're ready to put these together. I'm using them in a single file, 3 frames in a row. Now you can do this any way you want. You can actually put all 6 of them together. You can do just 4 of them and put a wreath on top of it. It's really versatile, but I wanted 3 in a row, long ways, so I could put these on either side of my big window in my dining room. So basically I'm going to turn them over upside down, and I'm going to put the E6000 or the Fixin glue. So we're just going to dab it on in those spaces. We'll stick them together and then hold them there and let the hot glue dry. Once you've got the 3 put together, then we're going to take our ruler. Now you can cut this with a saw, an electric saw. If you have a miter saw, you can do a hand miter box and cut these. Or you can even use an X-Acto knife to score it, because they're relatively thin and easy to break. So once you take your X-Acto knife and you're going to score it on both sides, kind of grab it towards the middle and then break it, and it'll break, should break right in half for you. And that's all you have to do with that. Once you get them broken, then you're going to take and you're going to use again the Fixin glue and the hot glue right here where you put the 2 together. And what this is going to do is this is going to be added support to keep it from being so flimsy, and also added support in the way of holding them together. So put these in these 2 spots, give it a chance to dry, and then you're ready to put your mirrors back into your frames. Once you get the frames, the mirrors put back in the frames, of course I cleaned mine with this awesome glass cleaner. It's a foam glass cleaner that you get from the Dollar Tree. It works amazingly. And great tip from a fellow YouTuber, Catherine over at the Do It on a Dime. She told us about it in a video recently that she did, and I tried it, and it is just that. It is so awesome. It is amazing. Go pick you up some for $1. But once you clean your glass, put it back in there, then you're ready to hang these. I'm so excited at the way that this turned out. It really looked good on either side of my big window here in my dining room. And my dining room is coming together and looking so awesome. And guys, I'm so glad that you came along with me today. And if this is the first time to my channel, welcome to the Fixer family. We're so glad you're here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down there and the little notification bell that'll come up right next to it, so that you will be notified each time I upload a video and you won't miss a single one. And also give this a thumbs up and let me know that you liked this video and you'd like to see more like these. I love doing DIYs, and being able to bring them to you makes me smile. So guys, you are amazing. Thank you for joining me, and always remember to keep looking up, because that's where it all is. I'll see you on the next video.